This video is made for a fellow content creator. Woke Up Jacob. If you are watching this video, I want to encourage you, I want to give you some hope, and I want to just share what I thought about the video that you just made a couple of days ago. And I want to first let you know that you are valuable, and you just being yourself, putting yourself out there on the internet is inspiring hundreds, if not millions of people all over the world. And I can personally attest to that. I'm also a big fan of the early self-improvement YouTubers, the people like Ice Cold JT, Jordan Green, and people like you, Woke Up Jacob. And through you, I found out other fellow content creators like Motives. And I also just watched another fellow YouTuber, and I'll show you guys right there. Look at this. I just found out about this other great YouTuber named Jimmy Gym Master. You can even see, right? Now, this guy, I like this guy, right? Now, that's how we help each other out. That's how we find each other. And even me, as a small YouTube channel myself, like when I watch your videos, they are genuinely inspiring. You can even see that I've watched it, fully through. And I've also reached out to you personally myself. This was back in January, right? I sent an email to you, and the fact that you even responded back, like, it means a lot to me, and it means so much to, I'm sure, a lot of other people around the world as well. So I just want to let you know that you have a really positive effect, and it affected me. It changed the way that I look at my life. I really like the videos that you make about manifestation, talking about the law of attraction. All this stuff was very new to me, but it was also very eye-opening because it opened up a spiritual side of me that I didn't know was true, and I'm really applying that to my daily, day-to-day life. I'm really seeing it happen in real life, and it's absolutely amazing what manifestation, believing in God, and all these actions can help you. But I also want to relate to the things that you're going through right now. I've definitely had hard periods of time by myself. I'm also 22 years old. I also don't have a girlfriend. I'm trying to make this channel work. I'm working a job on the side, but that's not making that much money, right? The main thing for me is I also struggle a lot with loneliness and struggling to find people that really resonate with me and that share the same kind of values and outlook on life, right? I feel like guys like us, right, we're kind of very rare in this society because it feels like as society goes in a more degenerate direction, and all this evil stuff is happening around the world, it's very hard to stand out and be the light of the world. But God says that we are the salt and light of the world, and so in this world of darkness, we have to be the people that step up and that shines light across the world. And I believe that you're here for a purpose. I'm here for a purpose. We're all here for a divine purpose. But to go back to what I was saying, right? Like in the past 2 years, I would say that my worst 2 years so far was definitely back in, I would say it's 2023, 2024. I was also just very lost in my life. I didn't have a sense of purpose. I did not know what I was doing. I even made videos talking about this in my early YouTube like videos, if you go back, right? But it just I understand how you feel. I really do, and I can see that through your video when you're talking about in the car and how you're really pouring your heart out there. It really resonated with me, and it really relates to me, and I understand the feeling of having someone else who's been through a similar experience to you, and knowing that you're not alone in this journey, because that really is important. They say that iron sharpens iron, and I want to do that as another fellow content creator and as a fellow brother reaching out. That's the beautiful thing about the internet. It's like we might not know each other IRL, but we're still connecting with each other through this platform, and through that I hope that I can reach out more, because you're genuinely someone who I find to be very interesting, and I'd absolutely love to link up with you, and maybe we can go out into the world, have some fun, while also help change people's lives at the same time, right? Because guys like you, Motives, Jimmy, like y'all are some really cool dudes, and I would love to just hang out, right? But like back then I was also just very alone. I feel like I was also just a loner, right? Not many people kind of shared my kind of thoughts and stuff like that. I would try to get close with friends, but it just never really got to that point. And I also have a really good friend of mine since I was a kid, and he's a friend of mine for over 10 years. But like maybe 5+ years ago, he moved to the US, and since then I haven't been able to see him that often. So we only really talk to each other through you know, FaceTime. But even then, it's like we still keep that one connection. And so I hope to reach out and to also find other people like that. But again, just know that you're not alone on this journey. You know, you have to keep going, right? We all have regrets in our life. I have so many regrets, so many like social regrets, so many people that I could have met, so many career regrets. I wish that I could have gotten like a better job. I wish I could have started sooner. Like I'm 22, but I already feel so behind in life, and I know that there's nothing that I can do about that. But just know that our future is bright. That you just have to keep going, no matter how hard it gets, and always reach out. Like I appreciate you being very vulnerable on the camera because that's something that's very hard to do, and that's something that's very personal to you. And I understand that that takes a lot of courage. So, like, I appreciate you for that. And again, just reach out, man. Like, I'm always gonna be here. You know, I love just being in this space, just being able to talk about this and just sharing each other's journey because we're all on our own path, but in a way we all share a common destiny, which is just to help each other out, help elevate the society, elevate beyond the current scope of things, and to just wake people up to how society is actually functioning, and to just see how other people get better with their own lives, right? Like that's really all we're trying to do. And just know that you're not alone, man. Jacob, thank you for the content that you make. You know, you're a really inspiring guy. Seriously, keep going, man. Like your channel, your YouTube channel is going to blow up in the future. I just know it is, and mine as well, because I'm confident in myself, and I know that we're all here for a reason. So this video is also there to help out anyone else who is going through a similar struggle, so that you are not alone, and that there's always going to be people backing you up. If not, then I am backing you up. Seriously, just that ice. That's my message to you. So thank you guys for watching this. Thank you, Jacob, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.